Hi, first grade, it's Mrs. Thomas. I'm going to read aloud to you a book called The Tiny Seed by Carle. It goes along with what we've been learning about in science. And since it's talking about flowers in nature and it's a gorgeous day, I'm reading to you from my porch. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny. It is smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Another seed lands on a tall, icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water. The others sail on the wind. But the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. That tiny seed's having a little trouble keeping up, isn't he? One seed drifts down into the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. The tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes on it with the others. So now it looks like it's almost flying past a desert. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. Now it's a good thing that it's so tiny, right? Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look as if they're going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still, and the mouse does not see it. Now it is spring, like it is right now. After a few months, the snow has melted. Birds fly by, the sun shines, rain falls. The seeds grow so round and full, they start to burst open. Now they are plants. First they send roots down into the earth. Then their stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big fat weed. And it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from one of the small, new plants. So those plants can't grow as well because this big fat weed is taking away their water and their sunlight. The tiny seed has not begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it too starts to grow into a plant. The warm weather also brings children out to play. They too have been waiting for the springtime, just like you guys, right? One child does not see the plants as he runs along and, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. Look, he accidentally stepped on it, so it's not going to be able to grow. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now even a flower. Can you see that? It's starting to grow. But what is happening? First there are footsteps, then a shadow, then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. Uh-oh, they're picking it. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? What do you think? A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. The sun shines on it. The rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. How big it is. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they have ever seen. Is that the tallest flower you have ever seen? Me too. All summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter. The nights grow cooler. The wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower. They sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. So all the seasons are happening. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all its petals. There's only 2 left. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pod opens. So it's where all the seeds were, it started to open, and now the seeds are blowing away. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away with the wind. And it's almost like a circle story because now these little seeds are going to start all over, just like the little seed did in the beginning of the story. So I hope you like that book by Carle. It's a neat little story, and I think the pictures are gorgeous too. So if you ever have a chance to get this book from the library or the bookstore, to look at the pictures close up, they're really, really neat. All right, see you later. Bye.